Welcome to Kung Fu Havoc number 2. I'm about to put this mask on. Hopefully it won't muffle my voice as I start the TikTok. Okay, so before I get started on TikTok, happy Native American Heritage Month. Alright, we're going to start TikTok. TikTok, you get 3 episodes if you're watching this. I can't pause this video, so you guys will see me periodically pause to type and do the damn thing. Okay, happy Native American Heritage Month to TikTok. Again, to my YouTube channel of Kung Fu Havoc number 2. I'm your host, Echo Fan Grey Wolf, aka James Williams Jr. I drew this picture last night. I was supposed to post it last night because at midnight would have been the start of the day. So, I know what you're thinking. Before you get too far, I'm going to go ahead and explain to you why Miguel O'Hara is the first Native American superhero that I'm going to put on my list tonight. Not just because I have the suit, but I also have this. Alright? Now, for those who do not know, Mexicans are also Native American as well. They have been Native American before there was borders. A lot of y'all don't want to accept that fact, and to you people, you can have the finger. Or as Wolverine would say, don't make me pop the third claw. I've got 4. Here, maybe we put that third one right there. Okay, anyway, you get the gist. So we have Miguel O'Hara. Miguel O'Hara is Irish and Mexican. Alright? And he is from Nueve, New York City, on Earth 928 in the year 2099. Now, we got that part out of the way. Just wanted to put that out there so you guys can see. Now, back in 1992, when the comic book first came into position, I was the most thrilled kid that ever was. Granted, 92, I was between 18 and 19 years old. I graduated in 93. So somewhere between 17, 18, and 19, whenever the hell 92 was. I'm not good with math. Anyway, that's why I can never be a chemist. Anyway, the bottom line is, Miguel O'Hara was the first mixed Spider-Man. Like myself, being triracial, Miguel is biracial. His mother is Mexican, making her indigenous to the Americas. His father is Irish. But there's a twist. His father is not his biological father. His biological father is named Tyler Stone. You have to go deeper into the comics for that. I'm missing a prop, by the way. Oh, Mjolnir. Ah, there you are. If you get all the way through the Miguel O'Hara run before he becomes an exile, he earns this hammer of Thor. Now, everybody needs to understand something. Okay, the movie Across the Spider-Verse, they kind of added a little bit of extra middle finger to Miguel's character. Alright? So let's explain this. 1. Miguel O'Hara is not your traditional Spider-Man. Technically, you could say he's not connected to the spider totems because he's the only one in the entire spider universe that didn't get bit by a radioactive spider. Now, I suppose you're wondering about the suit. Well, that's another fantastic thing. Miguel's suit is made out of unstable molecules. The problem was, it was never meant to be a Spider-Man suit. It was actually his La Deus Los Mastros. I totally butchered that shit. Let me put it in English. It was his Day of the Dead suit, and he was saving it for Day of the Dead, but it was the last thing that he could grab as he came into his house, because he got blown out of his window by a frenemy from work. That's right, he knew him. It was a friend from work. So technically, the guy was trying to sabotage Miguel O'Hara's cure, because Miguel had believed, for the longest time, that he was on this drug called Rapture. Now, Rapture was created by Tyler Stone, Miguel's bio-daddy, to make sure that everybody at Alchemix was under complete and total control of Tyler Stone, which is why Miguel had done experimental things on other human beings. I'm pretty sure they're not going to get that in Beyond the Spider-Verse, but just in case you do, you heard it here first. So anyway, and if you don't like what I'm saying, why don't you just go pick up a comic book? You know, like one of these that I have in this bag. Okay, we're not going to use you. We're not going to use you. We're not going to use you. Where the hell are you? We're not going to use you. Don't worry. You're going to like where I pull out. Trust me. Not going to like that one, though. And don't worry. There's a comic in here that you must see. You really, really, really must see. That's right. It's me, Spiderman 2099. What issue is this, you may say? This is a reprint. This is issue 1. Now, if you had the original issue from 1992, then you should know that there's a metallic cover. I haven't read this book, so it might not even be a reprint. It might be when they restarted the run, because I haven't read a comic since 2010. What, you thought I was going to say 2099? We haven't made it that far yet. But anyway, let's get back on Miguel O'Hara, shall we? Now, it's a little bit into the run when Miguel finds out that his daddy is not his daddy and that his daddy is the guy who has to take him down. But let's step back to being addicted to Rapture. Okay, so since he thought he was addicted to Rapture, he decided what he's going to do is make this cure. But his frenemy, who was also a chemist, who, he wasn't as good as me, he decided to sabotage my shit. And he injected my shit with some miscellaneous spider stuff. Probably from a wolf spider. Anyway, I'm not sure if that's really a wolf spider, but we're using that for headcanon. Anyway, that would explain the fangs, since everybody on YouTube and things thinks he's a vampire. There is no vampire spider, but there is a wolf spider. Google it. Sometimes Google can be your friend. Anyway, Miguel O'Hara didn't know that the serum had been sabotaged. And technically, he drank it. He didn't inject it into himself. He drank it. So, depending on how you find it in the book, I swore he drank it. I could be wrong. I'm sure there's some guy going to go out there and fact check the fuck out of me, and that's cool. But I'm pretty sure he drank it. Again, I don't have a problem being wrong. However, it's more likely he was probably a wolf spider, even though it doesn't say so in the book. Anyway, he's working at Alchemex. His friend and me decided to sabotage it with spider stuff and put it into the serum. And Miguel either drank it or he injected it. And the next damn thing you know, kaboom! There was an explosion in the office. Unfortunately, the guy who did it didn't make it. Miguel got flung out the freaking window, and his spider power was almost activated damn near immediately. He grabbed the hold of the wall, his claws dug in, and he slid down. I don't remember how many floors, but he slid down a long damn way. And then he had some serious side effects, like light sensitive. His eyes are light sensitive. His canines, can't remember if they're retractable, but they are a little bit abnormal compared to other people. And to top that off, he gained amazing strength and speed and agility. Just about everything the other Spider-Man has, except for that one tiny thing he still doesn't have to this day, and wishes that he had. And you guys saw what Vulture did to him. You see, I keep switching characters. I'm sorry about that, but it would have been really bad for me to say, you guys saw what Vulture did to me. But this is a lesson. Anyway, the whole point being is that Miguel got his powers. His claws come out of his hands, his arms, his toes, and he got home, and he got in this Day of the Dead suit, made of unstable molecules, so it can never be torn, it can never rip, and it's fresh as a daisy, clearly. Anyway, it's also form-fitting, and Miguel has spinnowets in his wrists, allowing him to shoot this way as well as this way. He does not shoot webs out of his butt. Let's make that clear. And I can't remember if he ever had the 6-armed spider disease, but you guys on TikTok are going to have to wait for the next episode, because you guys and your 10 minutes is about to end. Now, it's also very important that you understand it. I chose to do Miguel O'Hara because today if you're Mexican, then you would know that today is the day you celebrate the Day of the Dead. Tomorrow is also a day in which you celebrate the Day of the Dead. According to Google, I'm not Mexican, so go after Google. So, anyway, as a Native American superhero, I figured I'd choose Miguel O'Hara first since he's one of my favorite characters, and I got the suit for it. So, for you guys on TikTok, I'll be back. For you guys here on Instagram, I'm gonna take off this mask. Instagram, YouTube. For you guys here on YouTube, I'm gonna take off this mask, and I'll start again after I type up what's going on TikTok. Okay. Happy Native American Heritage Month. Hope you guys are enjoying the video. YouTube channel. We have 2 more TikToks to make. Oh, this damn doohickey. Okay. Happy Native American Heritage Month. TikTok. Happy. Again, to my YouTube channel. Damn it. I can't spell, y'all. Last night, I was supposed to post it last night. It said midnight would have been started Superhero today. Featuring. So, I know what you're thinking. Before you get too far, I'm going to go ahead and explain to you why Miguel O'Hara is the first Native American superhero that I'm going to put on my list tonight. Not just because I have the suit, but I also have this. Alright? Now, for Come on, damn it. Know, Mexicans are also Native American as well. They have been Native American before there was borders. A lot of y'all don't want to accept that fact. NTG people, you can have the finger. Or as Wolverine would say, don't make me talk the third claw. I've got 4. Can I really put that third one right there? Okay, anyway, you get the gist. So we have Miguel O'Hara. Miguel O'Hara is Irish and Mexican. Alright? And he is from New City. I'm going to put the mask back on in a second. I just want to set the camera back up before I do that. Hey, look, it's for TikTok purposes, y'all. No, consistency is a thing. Oh, damn it. Oh, damn it. Hi. If you're watching, there's a glitch at the beginning of this video. Hi. We're back, and we're ready to rock and roll. You guys might have missed something, and whatever you missed, you have to go to Kung Fu Havoc number 2 to watch everything you missed. So I'm not going to give you guys 4. I'm only going to give you guys 3, and then I'm going to go back to Kung Fu Havoc number 2 to finish it off. You guys get 3. You want to see the rest? Find the YouTube. You can't miss me. I'm in an Avengers shirt with the bow and arrow. Anyway, moving on. Miguel O'Hara spent a lot of time as Spiderman and became kind of a celebrity in New Wave. However, he still had to live up to the old Spider-Man. Yes, Peter Parker did exist in 2099. I don't really remember how that worked out because of old age, so I have to go back and revisit the book. However, irrelevant, because this is about Miguel O'Hara. Parker is not a Native American, so there. Anyway, moving on. Miguel O'Hara is a Native American. Day of the Dead, come on, check out the suit. It's actually not a spider, it's supposed to be a skeleton. But it's kind of a spider and a skeleton. When I first read the comic, I thought that he was like a descendant of Frank Castle, because, you know, the Punisher skull. It's supposed to be a cool ass skull, right? So it's actually a skull and a spider. Alright? Now, eventually, Miguel does get rid of this suit and get a better suit. But that's later down the road. I don't have that suit, but when I get that suit, you'll know it. Okay? But anyway, we're going to get back onto this Miguel O'Hara thing. Now, while being normal, Miguel is one of the bravest Spider-Men that you will ever meet. He literally told his mother and his younger brother Gabriel that he was Spider-Man. They pretty much laughed in his face. I guess just because Miguel's pretty much a jerk most of the time. Miguel has a hologram. His hologram was made by his future wife in the future, a young Chinese lady whose name slips my mind right now. But at first, Miguel was dating his Mexican girlfriend. However, his Mexican girlfriend wasn't really his girlfriend. She was Gabriel's girlfriend. And Miguel, the older brother, the asshole, decided to cheat with his brother's girlfriend while he was dating the Chinese woman who would develop Lila for him. Now, granted, she developed Lila long before the cheating thing happened, and she broke up with Miguel. But later down the road, they would wind up getting together at the end. But that's mostly because the Mexican girlfriend was unalived in a tragic event. Okay? I'm not going to go all MCU on you or MC Sony. It was one of his canon events. You know, because for some reason, every freaking Spider-Man has to lose a girlfriend. Or an Aunt May. Or an Uncle Ben. Depending on which Spider-Man you are. I can't really say much about the Spider-Women. I don't have the costumes or the boobs, so you won't see me doing any of those. But there are also no Native American Spider-Women that I am aware of. And if there are, someone let me know in the comments. Silk is not a Native American. Silk is actually Chinese. Or Asian, if you want to be politically correct. Okay, so now I don't want anybody coming at me, you said that Silk was Chinese, but she's just Asian. Yeah, we don't need any of that, okay? If you really want me to be a jerk, I will be a jerk. And send lightning through this phone. After your ass. Don't mess with Spider-Man. Anyway, moving on. So, he won a lot of things. He encountered a lot of remakes. He's worked with Daredevil 2099, whose actually last name is Fisk. Yeah, like Wilson Fisk. Only Daredevil's last name is Fisk. But he's not Wilson Fisk. I have forgotten what his name is, but you guys should run and pick up the nearest Daredevil 2099. I can't even remember if the guy's blind in that. But you should really go check it out. You should also read Punisher 2099, Hulk 2099, X-Men 2099, Avengers 2099. And of course, above all else, without the shadow of a doubt, you better pick up me, Spider-Man 2099. But only get the ones from the 90s, because those are the ones that I remember. Let's get back at it. Eventually, Miguel will find himself being a man trapped between two worlds and time. So, one point in time in Miguel's life, him and Peter Parker actually swapped bodies. And he woke up next to Mary Jane and couldn't figure out what the hell was going on. Well, Spider-Man woke up in Miguel's body in a different universe in 928. So, they had to do some serious adjusting. And Spider-Man had to do a task. Well, Miguel had to do a task that was Peter's. And Peter had to do a task that was Miguel's. I guess, however that happened, because I don't remember, but I know it happened, they had to swap out. And I think it's like at least 2 episodes long. I'm not going to swear to it. But anyway, when I meant 2 comics, when I said episodes, I meant comics. And fun fact, before Spider-Man Unlimited came out, when Spider-Man had the costume, they had the cape and all that other shit, Miguel's costume could do that first. This very costume right here. Yeah. And before there was cloaking device and all that, this guy could do that. Right? You understand why I was excited about this guy? Yeah. He had some awesome ass shit. Except the one thing that he did not have. That damn spider sense. Miguel has had to drop on him at least once or twice. Lila's ass was sleeping. That's why that shit happened. Anyway, you guys didn't hear that, but in case you did, the hologram and his battle precognition is about the only thing that works to help him out. And if you saw Into the Spider-Verse, Lila pretty much let him down when the Vulture cold-cocked him. And he was too busy being the Blue Panther talking to Gwen. And then he got the crap knocked out of him. So that's not the first time that that's happened. It has happened in the comic as well, which a lot of people were not a really big fan that Miguel didn't have a spider sense. However, his precognition was one of the ultimate things that you can have as Miguel O'Hara. You know what else was the ultimate, which none of the other spiders can do? Miguel can bite you through his suit. These things are supposed to be retractable, and so are those. But his teeth, he can get through the suit and have a little bit of mental control over you. Isn't that fascinating? Wouldn't it be great for you to just bite someone and they need to calm down and they don't remember that you bit them, so you could like manipulate them and calm them down? Okay. Yes, Miguel might have overused that once or twice. And, we're gonna keep it real. He may have abused it just a little bit, but I mean, who wouldn't do that? I mean, spider powers, man. You gotta know how to. Ooh, you gotta know how to hold them and know how to fold them. Know when to walk away and know when to duck or back punch or do that Batman thing. Anyway, moving on. So the whole point of this thing is I wanted people to understand that Miguel O'Hara is part Mexican and part Irish. Mexicans are also Native American. Today specifically, why I chose Miguel O'Hara for today and tomorrow is because today is the Day of the Dead. So for those who are Mexican and Spanish speaking, I'm not going to try to tell it again. I already butchered it once today, but let's just say it's the Day of the Dead. And let's admire the suit made of unstable molecules and retractable claws on my hands, on my arms, and my feet because Miguel O'Hara is the shit. Now, granted, Miguel doesn't cling to walls like everyone else. He does have claws, which is how he literally sticks to walls. They're also in his feet and his hands, and sometimes they're at the heels of his feet as well as his toes. Okay? So, yeah, you're going to have to do some research on that. Yes, he has claws on his toes and his heels, but not on the bottom of his palms. However, his spinnerets, they are in there. His unstable molecules apparently have ways to open up so that he can fire his webs. So I'm going to finish this video for TikTok, and we're going to go into the third video for TikTok, which will be the final video, but not for you guys here on YouTube. On YouTube, we're going to go into a little bit more details on Miguel O'Hara. I'm going to take out this damn mask. I can type everything I need to type on this TikTok thing. Then we're going to put the mask back on and be back in character on TikTok. Okay? So, while that's happening, you guys on TikTok are going to have to wait. And you guys here on Instagram, God, Jesus Christ. You guys here on YouTube, you're just going to have to see my ugly face. And then you're just going to have to watch. Okay? So that being said, let's end the video here. Except for the YouTube video, which you're going to keep watching, and then we're going to have a day. So don't forget, Happy Native American Heritage Month. That's a thumb, just in case you guys on TikTok didn't see that. It's a thumb. A thumb. Hi, if you're watching, there's a glitch at the beginning of this video. Hi, we're back, and we're ready to rock and roll. You guys might have missed something. Guess what? The glitch didn't show up in the video. To watch everything you missed. So I'm not gonna hear you. Okay, gotta go back. Hi. Hit this little button here. There's a glitch at the beginning. Come on. Hi, we're back, and we're ready to rock. Come on. You guys might have missed something. Paste. You have to go to copyright number 2 to watch. Come on. So I'm not gonna hear you guys. 2. Period. Yellow. To finish it off. You guys get 3. Select. Copy. You can't miss me. I'm gonna know for sure. Slide it down. Paste. And paste again. And print. One of my sexy friends is here. Setting things up really quickly. So, just in case anybody wants to know anything else, New York City is called Nueve. I'm pretty sure I butchered that, but Nueva, New. Nueve, York. So it's basically a renamed city of New York. Those guys from TikTok will have to come here to see that part. We're gonna also, while that's working out, work on the story behind Miguel O'Hara's universe. Okay. What is the story behind Miguel O'Hara's Spider-Verse? His work, O'Hara tries to be the original powers of Spider-Man. In process, his boss is named Tyler Stone. Gave you guys that at the beginning. Gave him a drug called Rapture. He had ended up getting addicted to it. Gave you guys that too. In an effort to curb the addiction, cure the addiction, O'Hara began testing subjects on his experiments and replicating spider powers. That's kind of a misnomer. He actually had to do experiments on other people too. But the world needed a Spider-Man, and Miguel was about to be him. Why does Miguel inject himself? Technically, he was swallowing it. Okay? But here we go. Rapture is what binds the user's DNA, with the reason Miguel O'Hara performed genetic experiments on himself. He wanted to break free of Rapture's addiction. Miguel's experiment went wrong, and while Rapture addiction was resolved, he became half spider on a molecular level. So we got that explained? Good, because I hopefully explained that very well in the other video. Well, earlier in the video. No, Miguel does not have a spider sense. There's a lot of things you guys can just go look up. So we're going to put this thing back on and make the last video for TikTok. And then we're going to finish this video off. And this will be the only video for tonight. Unless I do a bonus. Alright? I might do a bonus. We'll see. TikTok's never going to know. No one from here is on TikTok. Okay, TikTok. This is the final video for you. Again, happy Native American Heritage Month. Happy Day of the Dead, Day 1 and Day 2 for those who are of the Mexican diaspora. Thank you guys for paying attention. And yes, this is the suit of Miguel O'Hara. And yes, Miguel O'Hara is Mexican and Irish. Now, earlier, I said it wrong, but I said it right just now, because technically, his last name is O'Hara, so that would make him Irish. So you would have to title him as Mexican Irish instead of Irish Mexican, as Wikipedia has it on this tablet. So, since I have this tablet up, I want you guys to go and Google Miguel O'Hara, Spiderman 2099, and you guys can read everything that you need to know about Miguel O'Hara. Now, understand, you're going to go down this big-ass rabbit hole because Spider-Man 2099 is not the only Spider-Man is Miguel O'Hara. I figured I'd end this video here by letting you guys know that there is a Miguel Stone. That's right, a Miguel Stone, where Miguel is Mexican and Irish, but he knows his father is Tyler Stone. He is not Earth 928, but he is Miguel O'Hara, just Miguel Stone. Everything is the same, except his name is different. I cannot tell you what Earth he's from, because I don't remember it. And I don't have time to go looking for it, because you guys only get 10 minutes. And there's this video that I'm doing for YouTube as well. So, understand the one true thing. No matter which Miguel you're dealing with, he is Spider-Man. And yeah, I'm going to say it because I'm the only Miguel O'Hara fan who's brave enough to say it. Miguel O'Hara is the original Enigma. Why is he the original Enigma? That's what the rest of this video is going to be about for you guys here on TikTok. If you were paying attention to video 1 and video 2, then I'm pretty sure somewhere I said that Miguel O'Hara was addicted to this drink called Rapture. It's not a drink. It was a drug. My mistake. Anyway, Miguel O'Hara was addicted to Rapture, which Tyler Stone was pumping into everybody. I don't remember how he was doing it, but he was doing it. So make sure that everybody would do exactly what Tyler Stone said. Miguel O'Hara decided to break free of this grip that Tyler Stone supposedly had on everybody. So he injected himself, or he drank experimental stuff to recreate the original Spider-Man spider powers. However, unfortunately, his ship was sabotaged by his frenemy from work. That's your recap. And now you have this guy. Okay. But there's just one itsy-bitsy secret that I think I left off. It might be here on the YouTube video. I might have missed it, y'all, so I'm sorry. So I'm going to tell you about it now. At some point at some time, Miguel O'Hara finds out that he was never addicted to Rapture. What a twist, right? That was some real M. Light Shyamalan ding-dong thing. So he also finds that out when he finds out that, Tyler Stone is his bio daddy. Which somehow or another, they put Miguel's mother in a bad light. In a very bad light. But, it is what it is. His half brother Gabriel is one of his worst enemies, and it becomes a problem. And I think the thing that made Gabriel one of his worst enemies, well, dude, you took your brother's girlfriend. Nothing can fuck your life up more than taking your brother's girlfriend. Not only taking your brother's girlfriend, but having sex with her, and even having a child in one of the dimensions or another. And FYI, this Into the Spider-Verse, or whatever, the last one that just came out with Miguel trying to rip the hell out of Miles, it was a son, not a daughter. Okay? And again, by the time he gets back to Earth 928 and gets this, that family is gone. Alright? We're just going to leave it at that family is gone. There's also one where he still doesn't have a family, but he does marry the Chinese girl. Unfortunately, he loses all of his damn hair. And he meets himself a couple of times, by the way. Just thought I'd throw that in there. There are a couple of episodes. There are a couple of comics where Miguel actually meets himself. There are a few episodes. God damn it, I don't know why I keep saying episodes. There are a few adventures where Miguel encounters another Miguel. There's also episodes when he's in exile where he encounters another Miguel. Anyway, I'm still looking into that, so just take that as a possibility. But however, if you get the original run, you'll have a better understanding of why people love and hate Miguel at the same time. Now, old Miguel from, I think, Earth 2010, I'm not going to swear to it, but it's also still 2099. He's an old man. He has no hair. He is married to the Chinese girl. And I'm pretty sure by the end of the Miguel 2099 run, Miguel also marries the Chinese girl. He can't marry the Mexican girl because the Mexican girl is unalived in a tragic event. Alright? And no, it has nothing to do with the movie, but let's just leave it there. Now, I will say this. A lot of people just didn't get into Spider-Man 2099. But I will tell you, Spider-Man 2099, he did work with Daredevil. He had some issues with the Punisher. Pretty sure he dealt with the X-Men, because what Spider-Man hasn't dealt with the X-Men? All the Spider-Men are honorary X-Men. You do realize that being an exile means that he technically was an X-Man, because when he was in exile with people who were X-Men. Okay? Miguel was pretty much lost in time. For quite some time, Miguel was lost in time. And these are stories that you can find by just going to your local comic store. If you just go to your local comic store, you can find The Adventures of Miguel O'Hara in a Spider-Man 2099 book. And also in Exiles. I have Exiles downstairs. I need to go back and collect some Exiles. But anything under 2010 is all I'm going to collect. Anything above 2010, it's not an option for me. I am not getting back into comics. Not again. Because they always eliminate my favorite characters. Okay? Or they don't get happy endings. However, Miguel, 2099, yes, he actually got a pretty decent ending. He got a decent ending. He got to be in charge of Alchemex, which means he was hyper wealthy. He got to set the world straight. He got high praise from Captain America. And more importantly, he got Mjolnir. He got the hammer of the mighty Thor. You know how much that means in the world 2099? It means a lot. Okay, I'm kind of foreshadowing. It only means something to me because it was something new and exciting, because Avengers 2099 was a little bit of a stretch. X-Men 2099, great. You should read that. I know. I'm supposed to be talking about Miguel because Miguel's Native American, and the X-Men really didn't have any Native Americans in X-Men 2099 that I can remember. But anyway, I'm Miguel O'Hara, bitches. I got the Thor hammer, and I'm worthy of it. So before I end the video, I just want you guys to understand that this is Native American Heritage Month, all of November. Again, the reason why I chose Miguel O'Hara first, two reasons. One, I got the suit, and the suit looks cool. And two, Miguel O'Hara is a Mexican and Irish superhero. And Mexicans, for the last time, for all of you who are behind the eight ball, Mexicans, damn it, can't talk. Mexicans are also, is the mask muffling my voice? Mexicans are also Native Americans. Before there was borders, when Canada, America, Mexico, and South America was all full of Native Americans, the bulk of Mexico was like the bottom half of the United States of America. And you might not want to believe that, and I don't care if you don't. The point being made is that Mexicans are also Native Americans too. And as a person who is of mixed Native, black, and white descent, we should all stand together united instead of dividing and separating each other. Thought I'd end this TikTok video with that, and by saying one more time, Happy Native American Heritage Month. Anybody who doesn't like this month, too bad, because I got 29 more days or so where I'm going to feature a Native American superhero. So, if you don't want to see it, you probably don't want to be here. But if you do want to see it, brace yourself, because here I come. Spiderman is out for TikTok. Be seeing ya in 3, 2, 1. You're supposed to stop. You're supposed to make me look cool. It never stops on time. Ever. Ever, ever. It's still going right now. I'm serious. It's supposed to stop. It's supposed to make me look cool. Okay. This is the final video for you. Again, Happy Native American Heritage Month. Happy Day of the Dead. Let me fill this out. Day 2. I am not going to give you guys a bonus because I want to post this before 12 o'clock. But first I want to thank you guys for being here. I said it wrong, but I said it right just now. That. Technically, his last name is that. So don't make him Irish. So you have the title of this Mexican Irish instead of Irish Mexican, as Wikipedia has it on this tablet. So, okay. So I'm gonna close my my TikTok so I can continue on. Alright, that way it doesn't interrupt. Excuse me. Oh, wow. Technology, y'all. Technology. Alright. So this thing doesn't have him being in exile for some reason. So let's do some stuff. Okay. Why does Miguel O'Hara have red eyes? I tried to explain that's a side effect, but we'll see what Wikipedia has to say. Miguel is extremely sensitive to light, meaning that he can be blinded by normal light. He can be blinded by normal light when not wearing his tinted glasses or his mask. It's funny. When I'm in this damn suit, I honestly can't see a goddamn thing when the mask is on. Making his eyes become red is an overwhelmingly easily knock-off guard. Perhaps the strangest piece of his power set, or piece of solid flies, is his truly half spider DNA, is a venomous bite. Remember I explained that the bite can control people? I'm pretty sure that's not going to be in here. But does Miguel have a girlfriend? Let's see. Miguel and Dana stayed together and fell in love, would eventually propose to her, making her his fiancée. Now, I'm pretty sure Dana is the Chinese girl. I forgot what the Mexican girl's name was, but she died. Is Miguel stronger than Peter? They got a video, but we're not going to go there. Did Miguel lift Mjolnir? Yes, he did. Okay, so we're going to read that. This is what they're not going to get on TikTok. I also probably should plug this thing back up. Yeah, we should probably do that. I also want to wipe out that alarm clock. and I missed the phone call, even though I literally told her that I was recording. And I can't stand when stupid people just don't know how to follow instructions. That pisses me off more than anything on the planet. Alright, let's do this. But some of his variations have much luck in corralling the rest of the world's heroes. One version of Miguel 2099 stands above the others, however, eventually becoming the vital savior of the entire timeline. As a result, he was able to even be worthy enough to lift Mjolnir, Thor's enchanted hammer. I think I covered that. So just want to make sure you guys, so like, if I'm like getting some shit wrong, please forgive me. I'm pretty sure I will get shit wrong. I didn't write the comic. I'm just a fan, just like the rest of you. Is Miguel O'Hara atheist? His religion doesn't matter to me. Why does Miguel O'Hara look different? They're talking about the movie. We don't need to go into that. They just wanted to change him around. Why does Miguel have red webs? They're talking about the movie because in the comic book his webs were not red. Unless they change something behind my back. Is Miguel O'Hara black? No. Despite Spider-Man 2099's suit colored is dark blue, the comic suit is ironically black in color and only appears blue in some distant. Oh, well, fucketh me. And some lift sight scenes and illustrations, much like earlier illustrations of Venom. Alright, Miguel does not have a spider sense. Is Miguel O'Hara the strongest Spider-Man? Miguel O'Hara is known as 2099 the most powerful Spider-Man in the Spider-Verse. Due to his leadership skills, brutality gear, and extra abilities, he wears the ultra-durable suit and has sharp fangs, making him a formidable opponent. But it doesn't say he's the strongest, it just gives you that. Again, you guys can find this shit without problems. Does Miguel O'Hara have venom? Yes, he has venom in his fangs and his talons. Talons and fangs. O'Hara possesses the canine teeth. I covered that. And to produce non-toxic venom that can paralyze his enemies. He also can retractable talons, the tips of his fingers and toes. I covered that. Can dig in. His claws can retain materials such as a cinder block. Okay, like I said, bite you. He can push you out. Does Miguel O'Hara? How does Miguel O'Hara see through his mask? Really? We're not even going to acknowledge that he sees through his mask. Why does Spider-Man 2099 has a skull? Okay. Miguel bought his costume due to the durability as of things tending to the wild at the Dia de los Muertos. I totally butchered that shit. It's the Day of the Dead, y'all. Miguel initially referred to the death hand costume, which is another term for the skull and crossbones design. See? Now, that being said, I'm going to close that out. And we are going to end this video with a simple thank you for being here. I hope that I taught you guys something. I also learned some shit myself about one of my favorite superheroes. I don't know why it left off certain shit. How much computer lift is not relevant. Is Miguel O'Hara Spider-Man 2099 a villain? He is depicted a fashionless character despite the conflict dynamic with Miles. It is untimely portrayed that he is a good guy rather than a villain. Miguel definitely comes off as an antagonist to Miles, but his goals are very understandable. See, that has something to do with the movie. I shouldn't even bother with that shit. There are a lot of other videos here, and there are a lot of other pictures. This one will look familiar to y'all. Oh, for the love of God. Y'all see that, right? Side by side. It's the same suit. And the same bit. Alright, now I'm hoping If I can find it, then I'm going to end the video if I can find it. If I can't find it, I'm still going to end the video. Let's see. First, that's Miguel. That's not what I'm looking for, though. Let's see if I can find Miguel with Miguel. But that's what I'm looking for. Miguel with Miguel. There are some times where, technology is just not my friend. Like, at all. This happens to be one of those times. Was there any more? No, there is no more. Miguel O'Hara's other suit. Image. Okay. Remember what I said about Miguel being with Miguel. Okay. So that's one. There's the suit I want. Let's see. Where's the one where the guys... This is the suit. Yeah, that's the shit I really want right there. So, Courtney, if you happen to see this, we're going to get that suit. There is one where literally they are standing side by side. Well, back to back, rather. Not so much back to back, but, the suit I'm in is kneeling, and the other suit is not. There it is. I'm going to go look for this comic. So, you guys can see that. I want this suit. And you see the cape right there? This suit didn't come with that cape, but initially in the comic, it did have the cape. So, I don't know why when the suit was made it didn't come with the cape, but it's all good. If I really think about it, I can probably get some cotton and make the damn thing. But, yeah, we're not going into all that shit. But the fact of the matter is that he had the cape before Spider-Man Unlimited came out. I'll show you. And then we're going to end the video. Spider-Man Unlimited images. Damn you. Go to the image. Okay. So Spider-Man Unlimited. His suit actually was inspired by this suit. Alright? So now that you guys know that, I want to say thank you all for being here. Happy Native American Heritage Month. This is only day one. So I'm going to do another video tomorrow. I'm just going to have to pick a Native American to do. So that being said, I am Echo Fangray Wolf. This is Kung Fu Hammer number 2. Be seeing you. Also, if you're Mexican, happy Day of the Dead. Be seeing you.